Hello everyone, it's Free and welcome to a Sims 4 video. Yes, that's right, we haven't had any news about the Sims 4 in a very long time unfortunately, but Sims guru Rachel did announce that the Sims 4 will be on the E3, so that's great. So then we will get to know more about the Sims 4, or at least hopefully we will. And I wanted to make a Sims 4 video because I kind of feel like it's not really clear what we know about the Sims 4 already and what we don't know. So actually in this video I don't really discuss that, but I do kind of analyze the screenshots which we have of the Sims 4 so far, because I think we will get to know more about the Sims 4 if we look closer to those screenshots. So I've gathered some screenshots from several sites and I've decided to analyze them just before this video, and in this video I will show you which things my eyes fell on. So on this first screenshot, if you look in the background you actually see a bridge, and as you can see in the surroundings it looks like they are in a park, but mainly that bridge is something that is kind of something special, because in this Sims 3 you actually didn't have like normal bridges, like small ones which only people can walk over. So that's something which I think is quite special. And then we go over to the next screenshot, which is the screenshot which makes me most happy of every screenshot we've had so far, because this is actually a screenshot which shows a modern house in the Sims 4. And as you can see it looks really cool, and yeah, really cartoonish, but I think that's just how the Sims 4 will be. But also if you look on the roof you have those slanted, I think you say, roof parts, which I think is something we haven't seen in the Sims 3. Well, I'm sure we haven't seen that. And also you see that you kind of have thicker layers between the levels, which I don't think are just floors but maybe something more special, so that would really add some new opportunities to building. And also it seems like you can actually maybe build, well, not off the grid but on half of the grid, because if you look closely it seems like it's half of the grid, but I'm not sure, so don't keep me on that. So on the next screenshot you see the interior of that house, and you see a bar and some lounge chairs and everything, and I think that kind of looks like the Sims 3, and I didn't really see anything too special in it, but I just thought it was a very cool screenshot. The next one is something which shows something very cool, because you've probably already noticed that there's a curved part in the fence, and they already announced that officially there will be curved fences in the Sims 4. No curved walls yet, but there will be curved fences, and they will work kind of like the fountains work right now, or at least that's what I believe. There are like two pre-made sort of angles you can have, so that's really cool, and I think that will create some cool addition to the game. So on this screenshot you see a very big house, and if you look closely to the roof it is very detailed. And that's something you would probably not be able to build in the Sims 3, but which you can in the Sims 4, because there will be many freezers for the roof, as they have announced, and I think that's pretty cool. And also if you look closely to the trees in every screenshot, you will see that the trees are actually kind of special in comparison to the Sims 3 trees. So yeah. Let's go over to the next one. This one also shows what I said before about the modern house, that you have kind of those thicker layers between the levels, which make it look kind of more special, and I'm curious what you will be able to do with that. The next screenshot actually shows how amazing you can make the roofs, because you can, as I've heard from the Sims campers, actually really change the roof in every way you want, and also use different roof textures for every roof, so you don't have to use one roof texture per lot anymore. So that's great. And also on this screenshot you see how amazing the roof texture flows, kind of, because this is really like a flowing roof texture, if I can say that. And this one this screenshot just shows how the Sims 4 kind of looks like. I think I didn't find anything too special in here, so that's it. Also here you kind of see not really the interface, but kind of how it will look like in your game, and more really like screenshots. I didn't see anything too special, but what my eyes did fall on was the pavement is quite special. If you look, you have like those poles and you know, the water thing for the fire people. And I thought that was something we didn't have in The Sims 3, and which I think is something important in The Sims 4, because also on this screenshot you see that. This is kind of like the previous screenshot, and now we go over to what I think is one of the best screenshots so far, because I mean that house looks amazing because of all the freezers that you can actually add. And also in the background you see the bridge again, which I talked about previously, and also some cool plants. So, and I mean the tree, that's really big. I don't know if you can place it on every lot or if it's something special, but I mean that tree is seriously maybe too big even, but I don't really know what I can say about that. But the trees are really something special in The Sims 4, I think. They look really cool. So here you see another screenshot of a house with those freezers, and also if you look in the middle of the street, because I think this is the middle, you can actually add plants to the middle of the street, and like street lights and benches, which I think is something pretty cool. I don't know if it's true, but for as far as I've seen it, it seems like it's the middle of you know, the streets. So here we go over to the darkness, and also the lightning looks really realistic, kind of in such a cartoonish game, and I think that looks really cool. And on this screenshot you really see that it is actually a two-way road, and then it's divided with like an island in between with all those plants in it and the street lights. And also you see kind of a how do you call it, like a subway, but then not underground, but just not underground. And you see that walking over the streets, which kind of looks like Amsterdam, by the way, because there you have like subways, but then I don't know how you call those, above the ground, and cars between them everywhere. But anyway, let's focus on The Sims 4 again. Here you see some more of the interface again, just how it will look like in your game probably. Now we go over to some create a sim screenshots. I really like the bed slider. I think I'll use that a lot, and I think that will really make me enjoy create a sim a little bit more. And actually I've played create a sim on Gamescom when I was there, and I have to say that create a sim really has some great improvements, because you can really create your sims like they are made of clay, and that makes that you can make whatever you want. So now you go over to the next screenshot, which just shows some people painting, not really something too special. But on the next screenshot you see someone playing the violin, which is something that was until now only possible if you had a certain store item. But I think it's really cool that they focus on musical instruments. So on the next screenshot, if you look to the background, you actually see those things on the walls, which only came in The Sims 3 with some expansion packs, but this is probably only base game item screenshot, so I'm very happy to see that that will be in the base game. Just some Sims eating pancakes, nothing too special. And then now we go over to some people, some Sims talking, and I have to say that it really looks like they're really interacting, which it doesn't really seem to be in The Sims 3. So on the next screenshot, if you look closely to the man in the yellow shirt, you see that he actually has tattoos on his arms. So that means that there will be tattoos in The Sims 4, I mean, not The Sims 3, we already have that. And they're walking on Abbey Road, of course. It was like on Abbey Road Day, I don't really know anymore. So here you have some more screenshot, which is alpha software, And also you see all those strange lines. That's because it's probably like really in the create a game thing, so you won't see that when you're playing. But what my eyes fell on in this screenshot was the fact that you see the shadow in the background with the lightning, which looks really good. And in comparison with the Sims 3, I think it's going to be great lightning, and I'm very happy with that as me being a builder. So on this screenshot you actually see that I think the chair is not placed on the grid, which means that in the Sims 4 you can place chairs and other items off the grid just like with the Sims 3. So let's see, in the next screenshot you see just someone eating in the alpha software screenshot, nothing too special. Okay, this is the last screenshot already actually. And what my eyes fell on in this one was the way the boy or the man walks, because I think it looks much more realistic than the Sims walk in the Sims 3. So I think that's a great improvement. I haven't seen them really moving yet, but for what I see over here I think it's great. And I'm curious how it will look like. So anyway, that was the analyzing the Sims 4 screenshot video. I hope it gave you kind of more of an impression into what the Sims 4 will be. By the way, there is an expected release date and also kind of an official release area date, because it will be released in fall 2014, so that's for sure. And people expect that it will be released in September, and they say September 15th, but they're not sure. So I hope I made you a little bit more excited for the Sims 4. And I'm personally really excited, and I'm very curious what the building mode will be, because I think that modern house really looks amazing. And I think it will add many cool new creative things to the Sims 4. And I really want to play with it. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thanks for watching it, and I hope to see you back later.